Hello and welcome back to my channel. On this episode of Some Brands Just Don't Get Enough Love, we have underrated makeup, or at least underrated brands and underrated products that I love that I never see anybody talking about, and so I'm gonna give them some love. And the first brand I want to talk about is Profusion. I own many more palettes than what I'm about to talk about here, but we have the Pro Pigments 24 Shades and Brush. Then we have the Gold Rush. Both great palettes, both I've used. Fantastic, affordable, blendable mattes, creamy shimmers. They do have a couple pressed glitters that I like that you can use glitter glue. They stick. I like their glitters. I have like one of their little glitter palettes. I actually intend to go get more of these, but my Walmart, where I get them from, has a tendency to have kids who stick their grimy little hands in all of the makeup. So getting Profusion is actually quite difficult for me. It's not that they don't carry it, it's the fact that they're always damaged and broken. I just was able to get really lucky somewhere else, and I just got all these babies. I got the mauves, the neon, the rubies, and a blush and highlighter palette from them. Last Christmas, I got this from Target. It's like a little quad that's actually been really good. I can't make a single look out of this quad, but I do have a tendency to, I don't use the dark purple, but I have used these, and they're really nice, and I paid like $1 for it on sale after Christmas. They have one of my absolute favorite foundations, and I don't see anybody talking about them. This is the Profusion Cosmetic Feel Good Skin Long Wearing Perfector Hydrochloric Acid, medium to full coverage, natural satin finish, SPS 15. This is a really good foundation. I didn't even know they had a foundation until I saw this at my local Walmart. And like I said, I never see anybody talking about it. And it's really disappointing. Like, why is no one talking about this brand? It's affordable. It's good. I liked it so much when I was giving my friend a bunch of makeup. I gave her a bunch of my Profusion palettes because I knew she could get a lot of use out of them. I knew they'd be really good. And I thought I could easily replace them. Boy, was I wrong. But that's okay because I had been working on replacing them. Another brand that I don't hear people talking about a lot is Makeup Revolution. Even when something as popular as A Nightmare Before Christmas came out, I didn't see anybody talking about these. And these are really actually good palettes. I have both. Here's the Sally palette. I got them. I rushed to Ulta to see if, because I was afraid that they'd be sold out like the Hocus Pocus was for ColourPop. And these are surprisingly good palettes. They don't necessarily fit with the theme, I'll give you that, but they're, for the price, they're reasonably priced palettes, and they're really good, and no one was talking about them. And that shocked me, just like when I went to look up reviews before I purchased these from Makeup Revolution. No one was talking about them. This is the Red Velvet. I also have the iHeart Revolution Tasty Chili. I have the iHeart Revolution Chocolate Cherry. Such a cute pink palette. I just recently used this. You can go look at my review for weekly palette rundowns and you'll see it. You'll see these too. Like, I don't hear anybody, like a few people reference these as possibly dupes for the Huda Neons. They're really not, but they are really good quality on their own, and they're so inexpensive, and I don't understand why no one is talking about it. I love Makeup Revolution. There are these other palettes. Where are they? The little ones, the little candy ones. Hang on. I am so misorganized here. I didn't even know these existed. These are the iHeart Revolution Heartbreakers. They're so good. And like I was explaining in another video, I think they were like $3 on sale. And they're as good as some of my really high-end, higher quality makeup for $3. Granted, the packaging is kind of blah. But I could care less. The shadows are fantastic. And again, I wouldn't even known about these if I hadn't been looking at Makeup Revolution in my local Ulta store. So, like, what's up with that? Why is no one talking about them? They're so good. I do not understand. The next brand I want to talk about is Dollface. I only have a couple of their products right now. I seem to have misplaced the blush palette I have. But you have no idea how many times I've had this on my channel, how many times I've used this, and I've never seen anyone talk about it. This is an amazing little highlighter palette. It's a little bit powdery, but it brings the bling. Like, it brings the hardcore bling. And I don't understand why no one is talking about this. I had never even heard of this brand till I was in Walgreens looking for drugstore makeup to try last year and discovered this, and it's been amazing. This is their this is their face primer, green. I use a lot of green face primers. This is actually really good. It doesn't it's not as green as I would like. I still have to go in with a thing, but for mild redness, this would work great. And I've yet to hear anybody talking about it. It's a good dupe for the Smashbox one. It's a really good dupe for the Smashbox one. The lipsticks are super cute. I mean, look at that red. It's so cute, and it's such a pretty red. I used it a lot last Christmas for my, whenever I would do a yellow look. I might be doing a yellow look in the near future, and I'm probably going to pull this lipstick out again, because it is super pretty and super creamy, and it doesn't dry out my lips. Like what I'm wearing right now, I had to put on with a lip gloss, because as much as I love ColourPop, these two colors dry my lips out like you would not believe. And then you have this one, and they're pretty, and they're creamy, and like I said, I've never seen anybody talking about them, and I don't know why. The next brand I'm going to talk about breaks my heart. It's Flower Beauty. They stopped selling it in Walmart, and I had to order it online. And every time I ordered the palette, where is that palette? Every time I ordered this palette right here, I'm extremely disorganized. This palette right here, it came in busted, and I really, really wanted to use it. I got lucky, and when I was in DC, one of my many, many trips to DC, I actually found them carrying it in a CVS. So I bought that, but this is such a good palette. I have created so many beautiful yellow looks with this. I intend to use it soon because I love using yellow looks during the summer, but no one ever talks about it. They also have great lipsticks, great blushes. I have so many other blushes. I just have them scattered, so it's hard for me to dig out, but these are so, so good. They are very, very similar to the Milani blushes. I mean, the Milani brushes are a little bit bigger, but they're both flowers. They both spread about the same. They're really good, but everyone's always talking about Milani, but no one's ever talking about Flower Beauty, and I don't know why. Their lipsticks, again, are good. I have a lot of them. I have this very light peachy color that I like to wear. Oh, I wish I had remembered that I had this. This would have worked for today. But this is so pretty. So pretty. And then we have this one, which is a nice mauve color. But again, no one ever talks about them. I do have one more thing from Flower Beauty. This I don't like that much. This is their Supernova Ancestral Skin Elixir. It's really greasy. I used it today. It's not bad, but I have better face serums, but I'm kind of iffy on this. So this I understand why no one's talking about. Then they have a foundation. I use this foundation all the time, like disturbing amounts of times. It's one of my favorites. Between it and the Profusion, they're probably my two favorite drugstores at the moment. But once I'm out of this, I'm either going to have to order it online and hope that it comes in safely, which I'm telling you I have a problem with Flower Beauty coming in safely, and that annoys me, or I'm going to have to wait until my next trip to DC to purchase another one. I've still got a good long way to go. I actually got it on sale when Walmart was clearing it out. See, I paid like $5 for it. I don't know how much it actually is, but it's really, really good, and it upsets me that I can no longer get it at Walmart. Another brand I hear no one ever talking about are Pixie. I have a bunch of Pixie blushes. I have some Pixie eyeliners that are really, really good and really creamy that I never hear anyone talking about. I have Pixie lipsticks. I have so many Pixie things, but no one ever talks about them. Why? Why does no one? Pixie's such a good brand. Their eyeliners are a good dupe for these. It has the same creaminess, and this is the Urban Decay that I paid $20 for, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm obsessed with these, so anything that comes close makes me very happy, and Pixie's actually been the only brand I know that has come even remotely close. Is this my Pixie? Yeah, here it is. Here's one of my Pixies. This is cream colored. It's gorgeous. I have it in white and blue and several other colors. I just don't feel like digging them out. I do not understand. This is another brand, Hip Dot, that I just did a weekly palettes with these. You can go check it out. I won't pull them all out so you can see them, but as you can see, I own 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I own 7 of them. One of them came in a BoxyCharm, and I fell in love with them, so I went looking for reviews for the rest. Found like 2 reviews. No one talks about them. They're so good. I am obsessed with these palettes. I love the pressed glitters. I love the bright colors. I love how blendable. I love how pretty the looks come out with this. And I think this entire thing costs like $100 for 6 palettes, which anyone who buys a lot of palettes knows that that's actually a really good price. So I genuinely don't understand why no one is talking about Hip Dot. I also really like their brushes. These came with 2 brushes, and I really like them, and I do not understand why no one is talking about them. Another brand I found at Target when I was looking for Makeup Geek, because Makeup Geek is impossible to find, and I was also looking for Pixie products, because that's the best place to get Pixie products. I came across this brand for my birthday, and I bought a bunch of them for my birthday, but it's the Makeup Obsessions. I love these, and I don't know why no one's talking about them. Just look at that palette. It's so pretty. Also, if I wanted to travel and I didn't want to take every single like with me, I could pull these out and pop them in a travel size palette. I mean, look at how pretty these are. The mattes, again, extremely blendable. There are several almost foiled shadows in this one that are freaking stunning. In fact, we'll swatch this gold one here. Give me a second. That's a very pretty gold. And then, what is another one that I really like? I like this pink one. They're so pretty and so shiny, and I don't understand why no one's talking about them. I also have a highlighter palette from them that I'll grab in just a second. But, I mean, look at how pretty those are. Let's just swatch this purple because, oh, I remember how pretty this purple is. And if you know me and my channel, I love a purple look. Ah, so freaking pretty. Where is that one? I have a highlighter palette from them as well that is absolutely stunning. And I accidentally discovered them. I would not have had them. Yeah, I don't know where it ran off to. I would not have them if it wasn't for that. I just used that the other day. I don't know where it went. I literally just used that highlighter palette the other day, and I have no idea where it went. But no one's talking about Makeup Obsessions. If it wasn't for the fact that I can't find Makeup Geek anywhere, why is no one talking about that? That's just some underrated makeup brands that I use fairly regularly, that I'm obsessed with, that no one seems to talk about. And I don't know why. I don't know why people don't talk about Makeup Revolution. Maybe I'm just missing it because I'm obsessed with them. They have really affordable brands. Yeah, some of their palettes can be hit or miss. Some of them can be a little chalky, but so can Too Faced, which is something they do all the freaking time. These guys, like I said, I'd never heard of up until I was in an actual Target looking for something else and was disappointed and decided to settle for these, which was the smartest decision I ever made. Flower Beauty upsets me because no one ever talks about it, but she doesn't release enough products, and I think that might be why no one talks about her stuff. I don't really know. I'm definitely baffled on the Pixie thing. Had it not been for Ipsy, I would have never discovered my love of Pixie. This is literally my first Pixie product. And then I went and bought a bunch more. I love their blushes. In fact, I'm probably going to leave these 2 out to use this week. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave those 2 out to use this week. Another thing that no one ever talks about while I'm remembering is this Ciate London setting powder. As you can see, I've almost gone through it. If you know me, I don't hit pan on anything ever. I very rarely use something enough to hit pan because I own so much makeup. So if I hit pan on something, it's good. And I've never seen anyone talk about this before. I've never even heard of this watermelon thing before I got it in Ipsy. And as soon as I am out of it, I will go find where I can purchase it. I don't even know where I can purchase Ciate London stuff. Most stuff I've gotten in BoxyCharm or Ipsy. But I will be repurchasing that. Just no one ever talks about those brands. And I really don't get it. Same thing with Profusion. Profusion is really nice and no one ever talks about it. Sorry that this video was a tiny bit scatterbrained. I've been planning it for a while and I had the brands written down and I thought everything was at work. Get it? But apparently it was not, because I'm a hot mess on any given day. I'd also like to add that the highlighter you see on my face is also a Makeup Revolution product that no one ever talks about, but I don't think they sell it anymore, so I didn't pull it out. But yeah. All right, guys, I will see you later.